Shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Ralph Waldo Emerson. My friends, as the market closes this week, we see stocks pulling back. We see bonds up a little bit, gold up some, Bitcoin down. Let's jump into these charts and see how we ended the week. We always start with the S&P 500, and as we do, we see that we have a green spinning top with average volume. We hit it. I'm a little surprised. As we look at volume, we can see that, of course, it has hit on the average, and it's stayed average for the last for a little while after all this low volume in the run-up. Then it's been tracking sideways. Now, last week was an up candle. This week, a green spinning top, down for the day 1%. Actually 0.99%. And as we look at things, we see that half-day chart has pushed through the weekly trend line, as has the two-day. As we start this new week, let us see if we're dying on the vine here on the S&P like the NASDAQ has. Typically, these two indexes, they don't stay moving in different directions for very long, and we have had the S&P trying to track up while the NASDAQ has been crashing down. And as we look at things right now, we do see this inherent weakness step in. We'll watch, wait and see over this next week. We start putting in red down candles. We might find ourselves going short. Been hard to make much of a call as things have been up, down, up, down, up, down. We had a doji 2 weeks ago. Last week, a green up candle, and this week, indecision with a green spinning top. Now let's look at the NASDAQ. It has been, and I've told you several times, if you put a gun to my head, I'd say go short the NASDAQ. And of course, it pulled back strong on Friday morning. Actually, looks like it recovered a little bit in the afternoon, but overall down 1.50%. Red spinning top, just a little bit of up movement there that crashed through. The bears were in control. And we hit average volume also, which adds to what we are seeing and the negative mood in the market, making us bearish on the NASDAQ and thinking the S&P may very well be going that way. What's up with bonds? Well, bonds on the two-day for the first time in many, what is that, 6? So that's 12 days, almost 2.5 market weeks. We have seen things crash down in bonds, put in the second red down candle, hitting a lower low, average volume for the week. Where does that leave us? Well, that leaves us continuing to be bearish on bonds. Even though we have a two-day green up candle, that's totally contained in Friday's bump up of only 0.37%. So not much of a bump up. We are bearish and down on TLT, which, of course, what do you trade or practice trade, rather, when you're looking at negative bonds? Tango, Bravo, Foxtrot. What is that? That is the ProShares short. That's the opposite of TLT. And, of course, it has been going in the right direction. It's an inexpensive ETF at this point, with all of the prior up movement in bonds. But you can see that, again, this is something perfect for your fractional trading. If you're tired of paper trading, you want to start getting into some real money trades, how about just buying 4 shares? That's less than $100 of TBF. If you wanted to go short on that, something for you to consider. Now, you're getting long in the tooth here already. We've already had 2 weeks of up movement after a red spinning top, but again, no volume to back any of that up. Now we look at TLT itself, a little different. I always trade off, just so you know, I don't trade off the short chart. I trade off the long chart. I trade off, well, not the long, I trade off the underlying asset, never the short chart. So I look at the volume here to tell me what's actually going on. That's what I trade off of. That's why for you guys, I never track. Even if we're short, I never go over to the inverse fund and track it. I'll show it to you every now and then, remind you that the short for the S&P 500 is SH, for the NASDAQ 100 PSQ, for for 20-year U.S. government bonds, TBF, for HODL, which is Bitcoin BITI. There isn't one that works for gold. Why? Because it's just too illiquid. That's DG, I can't even remember it right now. But it doesn't work. You don't have to worry about it. Again, with gold, you want to short gold, you do puts. If you don't know how to do puts, become a subscriber at our Patreon page for Charting Wealth, and you'll get our 3-part series, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way. So we're still short bonds. What do we say about gold? Well, gold up for the day, 0.95%. Hard to see there. Still well below the weekly trend line. Gold will not push through so far this support level that we have put in here. It just won't do it. And that's okay. Maybe gold's just saving up its energy to pop up and move back up again. I am happy for it to do that. Isn't happening yet, friends. We're just hanging out down here at the bottom waiting to see if gold's going to pop or die. Let's look at HODL. What did we do here at the week? Well, over the last few days, we saw Bitcoin, as the green turned to red. Things really plumbed down that first week of June, and then sort of hung around where we put in a support level. That was based on the low back in the week beginning February the 2nd. It pushed through it at one point and then has moved up above it, and you can see it's just stayed there, waiting to see if Bitcoin is going to take off. Again, a little green candle for the week, but not anything to write home about. Don't know if Bitcoin has found a bottom. We'll continue to watch, wait and see. For the day, technically down 0.17%, so about flat. We'll keep watching. That's where we are, my friends, as we end the week. We always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. Patreon members, we appreciate your support underwriting the cost of the channel that we provide to everyone else for free. If you want to become a Patreon member, first thing you'll get is our 3-part series, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way, and a copy of my latest book, 3-Wave Trading Advantage. Plus, early access always to our trade execution summary grid, our 5-day forecast and analysis where we analyze the volume, the trend, and of course the Heiken Ashi candlesticks. We give you the backtest accuracy of the predictions that we give you in percentages for you to practice trade on. We're not a stock calling, Bitcoin, bond, or gold calling service. We're an education firm. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.